Question 1. Column A has 1 by 17 to the power minus 2 and column B has 1 by 17 to the power minus 1 by 2. So 1 by 17 to the power minus 2 can be written as 17 squared, which is 289. And 1 by 17 to the power minus 1 by 2 can be written as 17 to the power 1 by 2, which is root 17. So clearly 289 is greater than root 17. So the answer is option A. Question 2. Column A has x squared and column B has x cube. Now, if x is 0, then x squared and x cube are equal. If x is positive, then x squared is less than x cube when x is greater than 1, and x squared is greater than x cube when x is between 0 and 1, right? And similarly, we can show that for x less than 0 also we'll get two regions. So nothing can be said about the information here. The sum of the interior angles of a polygon with n sides is 180 times n minus 2. Column A, the measure of an interior angle of a regular quadrilateral, and column B, the measure of an interior angle of a regular hexagon. So in the case of a quadrilateral, the measure of the angle would be 180 times 4 minus 2 divided by 4, right? Because the sum of the four angles is 180 into 4 minus 2. So each angle would be that divided by 4. So 180 into 2 by 4. So that's 90 degrees, right? And for a regular hexagon, it would be 180 into 6 minus 2 divided by 6. So 180 into 4 by 6. So this is 2 by 3. So that is 120. So the quantity in column B is greater. A bag contains 3 blue marbles, 4 red marbles, 6 green marbles, and 10 yellow marbles. 2 marbles are randomly removed from the bag. Column A, the probability that both marbles are yellow. Column B, the probability that at least one of the marbles is yellow. So the probability that both are yellow, right? So there are a total of 3 plus 4, 7 plus 6, 13 and 10, 23 marbles. So out of the 23, if I select the first one is yellow, it will be 10 out of 23. And now out of the remaining 22, I select the second one as yellow. So that will be 9 out of 22. So that's 5 and that's 11. 45 divided by 230 plus 23. So 253, right? So that's the probability that both are yellow. Now, the probability that at least one is yellow will be the probability of 1 minus no yellow, because at least one yellow would mean that one of the two could be yellow or both could be yellow. So let's just do 1 minus probability no yellow. So probability no yellow would mean that out of the 23, the first time you do not select any of these 10, so 13. And then you have 22 left, and again, you select one out of the remaining 12, right? So this is the probability of no yellow. So this is 6 and this is 11. So 1 minus 78 by 253. So that will be 5 and 175 by 253. So if you compare this and this, you can see that the probability in column B is greater. Okay, the area of rectangle Q is 18 centimeters squared and the perimeter rectangle R is 30 centimeters. So rectangle Q will be 2x into x, that area is 18. So 2x square is 18. So x square is 9. So x is 3. So column A is 3. And the perimeter. So what is the perimeter? 2y plus y, 3y into 2. So that's 6y is 30. So y is 5. So this quantity is 3 and this quantity is 5. So here the quantity in column B is greater. So B would be the answer. Okay. So here you have x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. And here you have x cube minus y cube. So this is in fact the expression for x cube minus y cube, because if you factorize this, you get x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. So both the quantities are the same. So option C. A parking meter filled with $4.5 in dimes and quarters contains twice as many dimes as quarters. Okay. One dime is 10 cents and one quarter is 25 cents. What is the total value of the quarters? And we compare it with $3. Okay. So let's say that there are D dimes and Q quarters in the parking meter, right? So then I can say that one dime is $0.1. So 0.1 D plus 0.25 Q should be 4.5, because total value is 4.5. So that's one equation. And since there are twice as many dimes as quarters, I can say D is 2Q. And I need to find quarters, so I'll put this here. So 0.2Q plus 0.25Q is 4.5. So 0.45Q is 4.5. So Q is 10. So there are a total of 10 quarters, and the total value of those 10 quarters will be 10 times 0.25, which is $2.5. So since $2.5 is the value of quarters, the answer is column B. Line J is in the graph of y is equal to 3x plus 4, and line J is parallel to line K. Okay. And then we have to look at the slope of the lines. So if this line is y is 3x plus 4, then that can be written as mx plus c, where m is the slope. So the slope of line J is 3. And since the two lines are parallel, the slope of line K will also be 3, because parallel lines have the same slope. So the slope of line K is 3 and column B is minus 3. So quantity in column A is greater. The perimeter of a rectangle is 50 inches. Column A, the area of the rectangle. Column B, 144 inches squared. So the perimeter of a rectangle, right? So you have 2 times L plus B is 50. So L plus B is 25, right? Now, if I take the length as 12 and the breadth as 13, then the area would be 12 into 336, carry 3, 156, right? So the area becomes 156. But what if I take the length as 1 and the breadth as 24, then the area is 24, right? So I can't really say whether the area is greater or less than 144. So the answer would be D. Question 10. So this is a square, a big square of X side, in which we have a small square of Y side. And column A is the area of the shaded region and column B is this quantity. So area of the shaded region, you can see from the diagram, will be area of the big square minus the area of the small square. So that's x square minus y square, right? And in this column, we have x square minus y square, but we are subtracting another quantity xy, which will be positive, right? Because both x and y are positive. So then obviously column A is greater than column B. Question 11, the product of three consecutive integers is 210. What is the greatest of the three consecutive integers? And column B is 10. So let the integers be x minus 1, x and x plus 1. So the product of these is 210, right? So x minus 1 into x plus 1 is 210. So if I factorize this, I get 105, 3, 5, 5 into 7, right? So I'm getting, what are the consecutive numbers that I'm getting? 5 into, yeah, so I'm getting 5, 6, and 7, right? So the greatest of the three consecutive integers would be 7, and column B is 10. So clearly quantity in column B is greater. Okay, 25 n minus 1 and 25 into n minus 1. So this is just 25 n minus 1, and this is 25 n minus 25. So from 25n, I'm only subtracting 1 in column A, but here I'm subtracting a bigger quantity, right? So quantity in column A is greater. Okay, so these are one square and a rectangle. The perimeter of square A. So 0.75x and 0.75x would be 1.5x times 2. So 3x is the perimeter of square A. And this is 0.5 and 1. So 1.5 into 2. So 3y, right? So column A is 3x and column B is 3y, and we don't have any relationship between x and y. So D. Okay, the histogram shows exam scores of students in a math class. Column A is the median score and column B is the range of the scores. Okay, so let's first find the number of students. So this is 1, 2, 4, 3, and 1. So there are a total of 4 and 2, 6 and 1, 7, and 3, 10 and 1, 11 students, right? So the median score will be the sixth value, right? Which means that 1 plus 2, 3. So the median score will be in the range 71 to 80, right? That will be the median score. Now the range, right? So range is highest minus lowest, and highest is 91 to 100 range, and lowest is 51 to 60 range. So let's say that this one student in the final this thing got 100 score. I'm taking the maximum possible. And this one student in the first 51 to 60 got 51, right? Because I'm trying to maximize my range. So the range will become 100 minus 51. So that's 49, right? This is the maximum possible range of the set, because if I had taken anything below 100 and anything above 51, then this number would have been less than 49. So the median will always be greater than the range, right? Because the median is any number in 71 to 80, and the maximum range is 49. So this is A. In February, apples were selling for $150 a pound. In March, the price of apples was 10% higher than the Feb price. In April, the price of apples was 10% lower than the March price. What is the price of apples in April? And we compare it with 1.5. So if it was 1.5 in Feb, then in March, it would be 1.5 into 1.1 because it rose by 10%. And then in April, it would be 1.5 into 1.1 into 0.9 because it was 10% lower than the March price, which is 1.5 into 0.99, right? So from the Feb price, I have gone to 1.5 into 0.99, which means that it is less than 1.5, right? So the quantity in column B is greater.